It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see Mike Gesicki. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bengals and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Nix. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals take over first and 10. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 23 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Pulled in at the 24. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 37, they work on second and 6. Nix to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now it's Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On play action, here's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Nix to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11.
Burrow will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
I'm one, ready?
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
11, mighty. 11,
From midfield now, Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Bengals at 7 and 8 now on the year. Charles, they were ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
As they've got it as we resume action. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
11 MT paint.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw, here's Nix. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Get set. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
11, 11, 11.
Running right, here's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki from 19 yards away. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year. And it moves it past 2 guys at 50, 2 of the best ever. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw. Nix. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Nix from the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A short throw there, pulled in by All. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 mighty. Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
On 1, ready?
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
12. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. And some strong running. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Again, it's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Nix to the air. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Williams loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They give it to Brown. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Let's get set.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. He'll drop this down to Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun is Nix. This is caught by Robinson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Nix looking to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He completes this to Sutton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
1-1, ready?
2nd and 10.
MT, Tate.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing Nix. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
To throw is Nix. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Nix. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Nix from the shotgun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Looking sideline, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
11.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now there's a short one taken in by Otten. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.